I just got to the 2023 The Vault Conference, Valuetainment. I just got here to Hollywood, Florida. I was gonna say California there for a minute. This video, I'm gonna give you all of my takeaway day by day. I got Mike Tyson, you got Tom Brady, you got a bunch of really amazing speakers gonna be speaking at this event. So make sure you stay to the end and let's start showing you around. Let's get right into it. Look at this show that PBD Valuetainment puts on. This view, guys. Right there. So right now it's the first day, still registration, and I'm just kind of hanging out by myself here in the lobby, just people watching and enjoying the beautiful scenery. This is a great, beautiful hotel, and it's taking it all in and trying to decide where I'm gonna go for dinner. I hope it's Mike Tyson tomorrow. I'm really looking forward to, I don't know why, you know, you guys, those of you that are old enough to remember when Mike Tyson was a fighter, he was crazy, man. I used to have this perception of Mike Tyson, of this crazy guy knocking guys out, getting into fights in parking lots. Killer Mike, they used to call him Iron Mike. So I'm looking forward to seeing Mike Tyson. I'll grab short clips for you and put it out so you guys can see, and then I'll give you my biggest takeaway. Get that one deal that I want to be in that place, and is that lawyer, are they still fighting? If they fight and this deal breaks because of my lawyer, because my lawyer's a pit bull, holy shit. So kids are good? Yeah, oh fantastic, awesome. Shit, they're still fighting. Let me use the restroom, I'll be back, guys. Okay, jump on a 7-hour Zoom that everybody is talking, I gotta keep coming in to say a few words and get out. Keep coming in, but you gotta do it. And Tom, you say this, and I'm gonna come say this. I'm coming back doing this. It's messy at all levels, right? So, the whole concept of you're alone at the top. Okay guys, so this is my take on the end of day one. First thing I want to show you is what did they give us, right? So the coolest thing that I think that they gave us here at the Vault event 2023 is, this is my favorite thing, believe it or not. You see it? The future looks bright. This is really cool. It's a coin. It's like a metal coin. I don't know what material it is. It's got the Vault, the valuetainment logo, but I think this is so cool, man. This is the handout, which is a lot of good stuff in here. They gave us this drink that it's now Patrick is promoting, and then they gave us this booklet, which is really cool. I'm kind of using it as a journal. It's got Valuetainment's logo, and it's got the future looks bright on it. The strategy quadrant, which is really cool. What's your gap? Solve for X, right? So as you guys know, PBD, Patrick Bet-David, is the author of Your Next 5 Move. He's a strategist. The 3 levels of capacity, the time spent chart, 9 obstacles you'll face as an entrepreneur. Really cool stuff. So anytime I go to events like this, for me, I'm a handwritten guy. I like to write things down. A lot of people are digital and they like to, in their iPads, I like to write things down. So let me give you some of the notes that I took here. Okay, so we had Will Gadara, the author of Unreasonable Hospitality. And I must admit to you that I actually read the book right before coming here a few days, just because I wanted context, and I'm so glad I did, because I was able to match a lot of the stories and put a lot of the dots together, and I wanted to get a feel for the guy. Amazing content with him. He was interviewed him from stage. So here's some of the things I learned. Someone shared, a contractor, big GC company, shared that this was important to me. For every 50 people leaving the construction industry, 7 new people are coming in. So great opportunity. If you're looking to figure out a business to get into, I'm indirectly in that business because I'm a developer and a redeveloper.
So this is really important data to know. I thought that was cool. That's something that resonated with me. When you go to the next level, you're a nobody. If you're the top sales guy for your company, and then you go to the other company or the other offices, and now you take 20 offices, now you become the bottom 30% because now you're competing with a bigger pool. So basically you're a nobody. So every time you go up to a next level, you're a nobody, and that requires new skills. From Will Guidara, from Unreasonable Hospitality, he says, be unreasonable about how you make people feel. That one resonated with me. That was a big one. There were so many gems. Let me look through here. Book to read, Made in America by Sam Walton book. I'm gonna check that out. There's been like 5 or 6 books that I have in my Audible. Let me share some other notes and some of the other things that I have from this book. You'll see here, I'm gonna show you this cool picture. Look at this cool thing, so we have Will Guidara, the author of The Unreasonable Hospitality, Mr. Mike Tyson, which is who I'm really excited to see, and then tomorrow, let's say day 2, we're gonna see Tom Brady, and then we have Tom, which is Pat's partner. I go to a lot of events, and those of you that follow me know I put in my goals every year. A high value for me is to get better personal development and continue to grow. And I have in my goals every year to attend 4 events. If I show up to an event like this, where it costs me thousands of dollars to show up to buy a ticket, then thousands of dollars in hotel, right? Flight, thousands hotel, flight, food, and all that to be here. I'm not going to come here and play half-ass. I'm going to play full out. So if you should go to an event and invest your time, your money, your resources, I'm away from my family, away from my business, I'm gonna come to the event and I'm gonna play full out. If I show up, it's because I respect and I follow whoever's providing the content. If I don't respect or follow you, or I don't think that you have value to offer, I'm not spending my money. I've been to a lot of these events, and I'm not showing up if I don't believe you're gonna provide value. So today's homework, Pat gave us a homework, which I think is amazing. I think it's great, and I needed this. I'm here in my hotel room by myself, so I get to think and spend time alone, which is good. And it's master knowing yourself. That's move number 1. I'm excited to do this. That was the homework. We're gonna be unpacking this tomorrow. And I wanna leave you with this. So Pat, if you're watching this, man, or someone on your team is watching this, I wanna send a message to you, bro. Love you, love what you're doing, you're providing value, love it, absolutely love it. But your music, bro, that song that you played was whack, was doodle. I'm with you, I love Tupac, I listen to Biggie, Drew Hill, Genuine, all that 90s music, bro. We grew up in the same time. But that song you was trying to get us all to figure out what it was, that joint was whack, bro. So your music taste, no one knew it, brother. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. That was day 1. I'm getting ready to do my homework, so I'm gonna do my homework right now. I'm gonna focus on this, take some time for me, for what I came here for, and it's to grow, to learn, to get better so I can be a better husband, be a better leader, be a better father, be a better businessman. And by master knowing myself, I will do all of that. All right, guys, so this is day 2 at the Vault Conference, and I'm excited for today's content. We're gonna hear from Tom Brady. 7 Super Bowls, guys. This guy won 7 Super Bowls. I'm sure he's gonna share some really incredible mindset strategies on how he became the GOAT, the greatest of all time. Join me today to see what we get out of this, all right? I'll be back later to share with you my thoughts at the end of the day from day 2.
He just walks up and he goes, hey! The guy behind the counter was like, he's like, give me 2 medium. Ha!
Are we fired up or what? To identify them, and we can build on our strengths. And I think we're all trying to find a more well-rounded aspect to ourselves, but a lot of that has to come with this understanding about yourself that what you know is very limited and what you don't know is limitless. And you have an opportunity every day to surround yourself with people to help you grow. And that could be, in my case, it very much was my parents early on. And then as I learned to love the sport of football, I was watching kind of on the periphery of pro athletes, but there was a junior college football coach that I wanted to become a better passer because I had a good arm. And he was a 3-sport coach at a junior college. His name was Tom Martinez, one of my great mentors. And he coached women's softball, which is how really I knew him, women's basketball, and men's football.
I'm back in town and I didn't have time to do what I learned on day 2. Man, this event, I learned so much on day 2 and I got a bunch of notes here that I want to share with you. Let me start first with what Patrick Bet-David taught us. So Patrick Bet-David, he shared the elite roles that you need, right? So you need a running mate. He defined that. You need an inner circle, you need advisors, and you need investors, right? These are 4 roles that you need. This was my biggest takeaway from PBD on day 2, which is the 15 qualities to have in your inner circle, right? In your inner circle and your running mate. And man, this was super valuable to me because, people come into your life and you don't have a filtering system. You have some things that you look for, but this gave me clarity. I'm gonna speak for myself. This gave me clarity on creating a filter system to help me select people. I'm going to share just a few with you. Number 1, confidentiality. They have to be able to keep secrets, right? 0 tolerance for games, no games. That's a big one. Accessible. They have to be accessible. Opportunity magnet. So they got to be people that attract opportunity. Someone who gives insight. They have to be wise. They have to be able to contribute in an intellectual way. Pays attention to details. Has a strong Rolodex. So we laughed about this because many of you may not know what a Rolodex is. But a Rolodex is just something we used to keep on our table years ago with a bunch of contacts, right? So it's just a contact. These days is strong network with phone numbers, right? Number 8, respect in their approach. Defend what's said about you behind your back. Not cheap when you're going out. Dependability, exchange of value, fun and humble. Presentable in appearance, so they have to present well and they have to go above and beyond, so they have to have an X factor about them and the way that they move. One of the reasons I resonate with Patrick in this event, first of all, we have a lot of similar values, right? As men, we have a lot of family, business. We're really clear. I'm very clear on what's important to me, my family, my wife, my kids. I'm very protective of them, and he has similar values in terms of that. But the one thing that I really, really like about Pat, in this event, we got real skills, real life things that we can go and put to work right away, right? It was no fluff bullshit. Like if you take the stuff that Pat gave you and you implement it and you put it to work, it's gonna grow your business. It's gonna make you better. So what I learned from Tom Brady, man, what a freaking great speaker. Holy crap, man. First of all, really humble guy. Man, the guy is 46, 45, he's my age, and he played 23 years in the NFL. Of course, you guys may know, he didn't mention anything about his divorce or anything. We weren't talking about that. But here's the one thing, man, one takeaway I took away from him. He said he shared a story when he was 14. He was average, but he just decided that he was gonna go and play every practice and every time he was on the field, that he was gonna play and he was gonna give it his best every single time, and he was gonna go the extra mile. That is so inspiring, guys, to a guy that reaches at that level. One other thing he said, he has 7 Super Bowl rings, and he said every time he won a Super Bowl, and he went back and a year started, he said the beautiful thing about sports is you start over again, you start from 0. So there is no, I have a ring, I have 2 rings, I have 3 rings, I have 5 rings, I have 6 rings. There's none of that. It's just, we're starting over from scratch and we're gonna work just as hard. And for him, every time he started a new season, it was like trying out to be a quarterback, like starting to try out again. He had to work just as hard to earn his spot. Guys, this is like really inspiring stuff. This is a 7-time Super Bowl winner. Whatever you do, give it your best. Whatever you're at, whatever level you're in. You know, he said he was 4th string when he first made pro, 4th string. But he said he was going to work to go to 3rd, to 2nd, and then eventually get to 1st. But he always put the team first. Biggest key takeaway from Tom Brady was always competing with myself. always looking to get better myself, and always give my best no matter what. I'm taking that, Tom. I'm taking that and applying that in my world, in my business, and what I do. Overall, day 2 was absolutely amazing. I'm gonna rate day 2 a freaking 8.5, 9 out of 10. It was an amazing, amazing day in day 2. So Mike Tyson was everything I expected and way more than what I expected. Everything I expected and way more. One thing I really love about Mike Tyson, which is why I was there and I actually got to see it live and experience it from him, was that, man, just Mike Tyson is such an authentic guy. You know, what you see is what you get. Guys, I'm telling you, what you see is what you get with Mike Tyson. So what you see in those interviews on YouTube and his persona, that's who he is. He's such a down-to-earth guy, really humble guy, and just genuine, man. Like, that's the word, just genuine, just a real genuine guy. I could see myself hanging out with Mike Tyson, just having a beer, shooting the shit, right? Just hanging out. But he is Killer Mike, right? You never let that shit, you never forget that he's Iron Mike Tyson, man. Someone in the crowd asked him a question and he said, because I'm a savage. Dude, and when he said that, I can see the fire in his eyes. He's learned how to calm the savage and keep the savage under control. My intention for this event was I need to learn something that's gonna earn my business $1 million in gross top line revenue or more in the years to come, right? Per year in years to come. But what I got was so much more than that. And by the way, what I got will not only do that, but will exceed that, I believe, over time by those 3 things that I shared, that I learned from the speakers and from Pat. But man, what I learned about me, that I've never asked myself these questions. If you listen to me or you watch any of my content, you know that I always say, from mentors I've had in the past and from things I've read in the past, the quality of your life is completely dependent on the questions you ask yourself, right? And then I came home and then I started asking my wife some questions about me. And we were having dinner and she hit me with some hard constructive criticism. They were hard. I'm just open to it because I want to get better. I'm open to it because I just want to improve. The future's bright, as Patrick Bet-David says. Love this coin. I shared this with you before at the beginning of this video. The only way the future's going to continue to be bright or even get brighter or even be better is if you're constantly improving. And I got to look in the mirror. That's the one thing that PBD said. That's the one thing that Tom Brady said, Mike Tyson said, and Mike Guidara said. Look in the mirror and compete with them in the mirror. Appreciate you guys watching. If you appreciate this, give us a thumbs up. Like, subscribe, really would appreciate that. And if you found value, actually, if you found value in any of these lessons that Patrick Bet-David said, make sure you leave it in the comment. And if you are not a follower of Valuetainment and Patrick Bet-David, I highly suggest you go over to his channel and check his stuff out. His stuff's amazing. He's a really smart guy, constantly putting out great content. Appreciate you guys watching. Thanks for watching. Peace out.